All right, welcome back to the Hill. Senator Dianne Feinstein facing increasing pressure. It's still there to resign following her extended illness and absence from Washington. A new poll now showing that 67% of the folks who live in California think she is not fit to serve, while 52% of Democrats in that state think she should resign. But if she does step down, who would replace her? Remember, the governor would then have the decision and the choice there. Some have suggested maybe thinking outside the box, even floating Oprah Winfrey as an option. Joining us now from Los Angeles is NewsNation contributor Johanna Maska. Johanna also has the brand new podcast out. Great numbers on it too, by the way, right, Johanna? It's called Press Advance, which recently hit the #1 spot on the Apple podcast chart for politics. Good on you, Johanna. And I know that this is a story that you are passionate about as a resident from California. Those are some pretty damning numbers from inside that state, are they not?
Yeah. It is. And look, I was looking at the polls and I was again saying, you know, I'm with them, right? We need a senator doing their job. And yet I started reaching out to all my Democratic friends. And it was very interesting because Democrats in this state are very divided. You know, this Senate race, you've got Adam Schiff trying to run for Senate. You've got Barbara Lee, who is a congresswoman trying to run for Senate. And you've got Katie Porter, also a congresswoman, trying to run for Senate. And they all have their own alliances. So as I understand, the people who are backing Adam Schiff very much want Dianne Feinstein to stay in that seat because if she would retire, Gavin Newsom, who's the governor, has already promised he's going to appoint a black woman, which, as I understand, you could appoint like an Oprah Winfrey. But Barbara Lee's folks, the Congressional Black Caucus, the state Democratic leaders are all saying, if you do that, like, we will not support you running for president. So if he wants to run for president at all, eventually he's got pressure coming from every different way on who he would appoint to that seat. The other thing that's interesting is, you know, Nancy Pelosi is actually related to Gavin Newsom because we keep it all in the family, evidently, here in California. And so you've got pressure from all sides on what to do. Meanwhile, Dianne Feinstein's not doing anything.
You know, I'm very interested, Johanna, about how this all shakes out because she's got an incredible legacy, Feinstein, but she is 89. And is this a moment in which we can talk about term limits? Because I'm a big fan of people going to Congress as entrepreneurs. Get in, solve a problem, get out. But I said earlier this month when she returned to the Senate, we're officially a gerontocracy, aren't we? So what is the conversation right now in California? Because it feels a little too slow moving. And yeah, there you got like breakout stars from the House like Ro Khanna, who badly wants that seat, but I don't think California overall really wants him in the Senate. I'm just wondering, can you take us a little deeper into this? I mean, and maybe there's an element of sexism here too.
Yeah, well, and the truth is, you know, Chuck Grassley is going to get up there. He just won another term, and he's already at Di-Fi's age. So you're going to see this in the Republicans, too. I agree with you. You know, we should look at term limits, which is something that Donald Trump said, because we've got people who just think that they should stay there for in perpetuity. But it's not very popular with establishments of the Democratic or Republican parties, it turns out, because the establishments are very pro-incumbency. And so, you know, Ro Khanna ran against an incumbent with Mike Honda, and there's still a lot of bad feelings. So as popular as he may be within California Democratic circles, he does not always have that much support. And the other thing that I will say that some folks are in Congress reminding me is that even if Gavin appoints a replacement, it's not a sure thing that they could make sure that that replacement is on the Judiciary Committee.
Johanna, real quick, just because we talked about it, Oprah's not a real thing, right?
No. And I don't think she wants it.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.